Alright. Hello. So I am Wilbur. I'm a software engineer here at Leap Motion, here with Victor from Blue Estate. Victor, do you want to give a quick introduction on who you are and what do you do for Blue Estate and what Blue Estate is about?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Viktor Kalvachev. I'm the creator of Blue Estate, and I'm here at the office of Hesaw in Paris, where we made the game. And here my job is creative and art director, and I was in charge of pretty much, not in charge, but in touch with absolutely every single bit of Blue Estate, from art to game design. I work with a terrific team. It was a great experience. So that's what my role was here at Esau.
Right, and I gathered that Blue Estate was an inspiration from a graphic novel.
Um, yeah, this is so. Blue Estate is a graphic novel that I did 3 years ago, and so we decided to make a game out of it. And Shooter was the most obvious choice, budget, time, and gameplay wise.
Hmm.
So that's what happened. The story of the game, though, isn't as deep as the comic, and it's not really based on the comic, but
Okay.
the universe is the same, and some of the characters are the same.
Okay, so what was the influence for you to create a graphic novel and eventually the game?
Uh, my influences are all over the place, but probably Tarantino and Guy Ritchie would be, and Elmore Leonard will be my top three when it comes to stories.
Hmm.
And the art of the book is very interesting because it's a team of 13 artists, and we
Wow.
all shift styles from one another. Something important happens in the story, so it's kind of the first of its kind where it's not just stories told by different people, but it's
Mm.
one story, and every time something changes, we switch. It may happen twice in a page,
Oh
so
wow.
you can see the artists doing it.
Wow.
So, um, for that, there was no really influence. I guess it's just it was a really cool way to tell a story.
Right, right. That's pretty cool. So if you have 13 artists working together, how do you make sure that the story flows?
Well, I ran a pretty tight ship, and before we even started, the script was done. We had 12 episodes, and I prepared very specific schedule and precise guide to when do we change style, which page, who takes it, how does it happen, on which panel
Hmm.
exactly. Then I make thumbnails of the entire story, so people get the script, thumbnail page, and character references. And because the artists are so different, I didn't want to draw the character sheets myself because
Right.
this way they would really copy my drawings. So I made sculptures for the heads of 12 of the characters and sent them kind of turnarounds of the sculptures, and then they interpret them in their own style,
Hmm.
not copy lines. So it was a really tight stuff. And
Wow.
when it comes to different people drawing the same room at the same moment from different views, for some of the locations that were used more than one time, I created SketchUp models. So everything was in 3D, and when artists need to draw that room, I'll either send them SketchUp if they're savvy with the program, or make shots of the angles that they need to make, so they know that if there's a vase behind that character in this panel, there should be a vase in the next panel. So yeah, it wasn't easy.
Yeah, that doesn't sound easy at all. This sounds like a really cool project though.
Um,
So In the game, there were, I mean, personally, I found there were a lot of very funny and interactive one-liners. Were they from the graphic novel or were they added in for the game itself?
Oh, the story has nothing to do with the graphic novel.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, yeah. This is totally something else. And for the people who haven't played the game, I don't want to spoil it. But they should not take it seriously. We made a story to serve the gameplay and just to entertain you. And the job was that the point was to make it surprising, entertaining, the opposite of boring, and just to keep you guessing what kind of crazy thing we're going to do next. And if people would like to read a real story with characters and stuff that happens and arcs, they should read the book. That's
Ah.
where we actually made a good story. But play the game, read the book.
So yeah, Blue State is a Rails shooter. The
Yeah.
pacing, I found while it was, I mean, I agree that the book definitely sounds like it's more story driven, but in the game itself, it felt like there was some story behind that as well.
Oh
And
yes, of course. There's a
yeah,
story. Yeah,
yeah. So,
uh, there is a story,
mhm.
but it's told by a very unreliable private detective. So this guy who's also been investigated by the Federal Bureau of Procrastination from the Department of Injustice. So when we start with a setup like that, where um, the Federal Bureau's logo is made out of popcorn inside of a microwave, uh, and this is start of the game, I think it just couldn't be any more clear that we don't take ourselves seriously on this one.
Right, right. Um, what kind of fun things or disadvantages you found developing for real shooters as opposed to traditional first-person shooters?
Fun things or
Or, any differences that you found? I guess maybe a real shooter is easy to drive the story, or are there any disadvantages or advantages you found?
budget is times smaller.
Oh,
Uh,
I
so
see.
there's an advantage. First person shooter is a giant thing. What's fun about doing rail shooters is like it's kind of you're kind of doing a movie that
Mm,
people click a lot during the movie. So the fun thing is to play with the camera, move it when you need to. And the challenges are, well, it's a 3D engine, and you have to play with assets.
right.
So like if you have a running horse, for example, you say, start animation here, go that direction, and then you have to turn the camera, but you don't exactly know where the horse is. So it's like a lot of like, okay, put the camera now, turn it, go, and then the horse goes, the camera looks this way. Oh no, let's do it again. And so there's a lot of back and forth until we fix it, because it's like making a movie, but you're kind of half blind, and the camera's working backwards. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, at the end, it's a miracle that we managed to do what we did.
Yeah, I really like the mission with the horse. It was very fun to see that throughout. I'm not gonna spoil much about it, but it was a very fun mission to play. Um, so how was it like developing with Leap Motion in Unreal in the game?
Well, we started with developing for consoles, and then the Leap Motion device showed up in the office, and we're all curious what this thing is.
Hmm.
So our tech director took it, and I think like in just a matter of hours, he made it work, and we were blown away how easy suddenly everything was.
Oh wow.
Just playing with a finger, and uh, we just were blown away and decided that we should definitely give this a try.
Right.
And when prologue that we did almost a year and a half, was probably the first thing that we did. And then I visited your offices a little later, and you guys showed me some really that was in development back then with two hands going like this. It was absolutely unbelievable because at the time what we had was sometimes it would mix fingers, we couldn't track it well.
Mm-hmm.
Potential was obviously there. I mean, it was just a matter of time until
Mm-hmm.
you guys put it off. And so when we saw this, I've been really eager to see when are you going to release it. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy that now it's available and these new drivers are just really amazing at tracking everything.
Yeah.
But it's
Mhm.
relatively easy. However, I'm not the person to talk about technical stuff.
Right, right. Were you, so,
Question from the audience.
sure.
Does he have plans for a sequel in the comic book?
Oh, do you have any, for the comic book, do you have any plans for a sequel for the comic book?
Oh, we haven't had the script written for the second one, but I wasn't really happy with it, and suddenly got sucked in deep into the game, and we had to shelve it.
Mhm.
But it was very very funny, and it was all about. It was kind of circling around Vasilisa and her beluga act. I don't know if you've read the comic. But
I have not.
uh, it's pretty funny. So Vasilisa is this Russian girlfriend of the mob boss.
Mm-hmm.
And, what's funny is that she isn't very sharp, and she's kind of sexy, of course. I mean, she's the girlfriend of the Russian mob boss, who's one of the scariest people on earth. But he's a total goofball when he's around her.
Mm-hmm.
And all the mobsters, all the Russians are wondering why the hell is, how can she control him so well? And then someone says, well, she can do beluga.
Mm.
Like really in the bedroom she can do beluga? Like, yeah. And nobody knows actually what beluga is.
Huh. Wait, what is beluga? Is that
I've
part
received many. I've received many emails, people asking me like, "Hey, where can we find more information on beluga?" Well, I can't say. The
Okay.
only clue that we've given to what beluga is that Vasilisa was born that way.
Okay. Okay.
So,
I think you have to read it more to understand.
yeah, you should. Yeah, so this was the central nonsense of why things go wrong.
Okay.
It was because of that, and certain northern leaders were involved as well, and it was pretty funny.
Okay. Cool. Are there any, let's see, are there any gestures that you may have initially wanted to use with the leap motion that, well, it ended up being difficult, but conceptually you guys were looking forward to using before?
Actually, we're using really just the basics of leap motion because like even our pitch for Xbox was that this is the Kinect game that we promise you that when you play you're not going to burn a single calorie because we're not going to make you move a lot. So
I see.
leap motion is the same thing. We don't want to make you get doves out of hats. And the whole point is that you can hold your drink and play the game.
I see.
Relax. And so this is the easiest thing. Sometimes when I play with my son and he has a controller and I play with leap motion, and he's really frustrated because he's like all stressing out with the colors and buttons, and I'm just beating his ass with one finger, just going dun, 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 dun. It's like, it's not fair. You're more accurate. I'm like, oh well, I got the leap motion. You do your thing with the controller. It's like, I'm really good with the controller. I say, well, yeah, okay, and I'll just keep.
Oh wow,
So the point is, we didn't need to make complicated things.
Yeah.
This is about fun and relaxation. You don't have to work for this game. just sit down, relax, point, and have fun and smile. And
Wow, so it sounds like. Sorry, I can't hear you.
no complicated moves at all.
Right,
Nothing challenging.
right. So it sounds like you enjoyed playing it with the Leap Motion more than you did with the controller.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty fun because with a controller, it's still a cool experience, but it's a different type of experience. It makes it a very console game.
Hmm.
So if you're a console player and you love, you play shooters like that, it's going to be very comfortable for you. I normally play shooters with a mouse.
Hmm.
So I don't use a controller. But for a real shooter, this just makes so much sense. It's just brilliant because you don't have to move, so you don't need to do anything with it.
Right.
This thing is moving for you, and all you have to do is this. You reload, change weapons, go and cover, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome. Are there any plans for a sequel for Blue Estate?
Well, only time will tell if we should go ahead and make one. Of course, I already have a solid plan where things are going to go, and we have Tony Luciano and Alyosha the Lion in a speedboat heading from Jamaica to Miami.
And
Thinking,
Cuba's in between.
they're like, there's just water, there's absolutely nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, what else could be between Jamaica and Miami? And there's just Cuba.
Yeah.
So of course, they're gonna end up in on a beach in Cuba asking why this doesn't look like Miami, and so of course they'll take down Castro.
Wow.
And,
Spoilers.
there's too many Castros. But anyway, that was just an idea where things can go.
Right.
But again, it's only the time will tell if we'll get to tell the story or not.
Right, right, right. Were there any other projects before Blue Estate that was, I guess, in the making, but for some reason failed? And then, what did you guys learn from those?
Well, HISO is a very young company. This was our first project.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all of us have been in the game industry for a long time, and we've done many other projects. Each one of us brings their own experiences.
Hmm.
But I guess the biggest challenge here was that it was a new team, and we were learning to work with each other, and somehow it went really, really well. And now we're working on our new project, which is not a Blue State game. It's something else which is different, but a lot of fun. So I can't talk to you about it yet. I can totally see a Leap Motion version in it.
Okay,
For sure.
cool.
Yeah.
Are you guys potentially thinking of maybe making a game in VR? Because Leap Motion is starting to move more and more towards trying to become the primary input device for VR or AR. Is that something you guys are thinking of looking into?
Not at the moment.
Hmm.
I don't see how this gameplay will be better with VR. What
Hmm.
we're doing now, but it doesn't hurt to explore the possibility. As of now, no.
Okay. So I liked how in each mob boss, there's like a emotion and political theme in each one of them. How did you guys decide on the theme for each boss?
Theme in what? Music or?
Oh, like I guess the racial backgrounds and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no, we were just going all over the place. First, first Tony goes into to screw around with some Asian dudes. We never specified where they're from. It's the Sikh Brothers gang. So who are they? We have no idea. But they were very vicious. And then it was Eastern Europeans, which
Hmm.
was a private joke with my background. So,
I see.
all these white dudes are from Eastern Europe, and hear some language that would be Bulgarian if they're saying anything besides English. And Tenny the Grave, who is the boss from the that thing with OKFC tastes like chicken level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's actually he's kind of based on a neighbor that I used to have when I was a kid. He was just this really tough man. He's he's a very simple person. There's not much to him, how he lives his life. It's very simple, but he's one of the toughest dudes I've ever seen. And just this one moment, which is a crazy story, but when he threw a gigantic axe like this big after 10 teenagers who were causing trouble, and he honestly felt like he wanted to hit somebody, and we were all really scared that something horrible may happen. So I kind of messed the story up, but it's a bit longer too. But anyway, it was a real character who was very scary, because he was very simple, and so he became the inspiration for Tenor the Grave. He was also a very scary character, but lucky for Clarence, he buried 10 undercooked burritos for dinner and problems with his stomach, so which gave Clarence a bit of an advantage.
I see. Cool. For our viewers, are just for like a scale, how many people worked on this project?
Our card team is about 13, 14 people, and at the peak of the production, we were 20.
Over 20. Oh wow.
For 4 months or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
About 4 months, we were 20.
Okay. Are there any games that you played yourself that made you have the idea of directing this game?
Well, most of us here love rail shooters, and Time Crisis, House of the Dead, Orchard Cop, all these old games, light gun games. We loved it, and we felt that there hasn't been a new one for a while, and sometimes it would feel a bit robotic, and I wanted to bring a little more motion into rail shooters and make them, so when it turns, it's not just turning, but it's kind of turning, doing things. When you look behind a corner, you kind of swift like this. So that was these were the games that inspired us to do this one. Other than that, I'm pretty conservative. I mostly play first-person shooters.
Right.
The usual.
Yeah. What kind of? I guess that means your primary audience would be people who's like yourself is into these kind of games.
Oh, the audience for Blue Estate?
Mm-hmm.
No. I would say if you're the appropriate age and you like shooters, then that would be for you. I mean, if you like puzzle games, there is no puzzles, obviously. So anybody that likes shooters will have fun. And of course, anybody who isn't taking the game seriously, because otherwise they'll get offended by some political issue. But again, it should not be taken seriously. This is satire.
Yeah.
We've seen way stronger things on Saturday Night Live, and nobody complains about that. So I think anybody who wants to have a little bit of fun and smile and just be entertained and likes shooters, that's our audience.
Cool. All right. Let's see.
One more question.
Sure. One more question. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything you'd like to say to the audience? We're coming to an end of the stream. Is there anything that you'd like to say to the people watching the stream?
Well, thank you all 5 of you. Actually, I don't know how many there are. I'm just kidding. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. I hope there was something interesting in our conversation. If you have played the game, thank you for doing that. And if you've not, give it a shot and don't take it seriously.
All right, so everyone, this is Victor from Blue Estate, one of the main, I guess, engineer director of the game. Would you just call that, or?
I'm not an engineer.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm an artist. I was the creative and art director of the game.
Okay.
I'm the creator of Blue Estate and graphic novel, and that was my job in this project.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Victor. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck on the next project. I can't wait to see it.
When we have something, we'll show it to you guys.
Awesome. All right. I'll see you next time.
See you. Ciao.
Ciao. All right. Oopsies. All right. So next we're going to, I guess, dive into the game. Awesome.
Adjust your volume levels.
Wait, what's wrong with the volume levels right now?
No.
It's too loud? Too... Okay. Nope, it's good. Okay. So, Blue Estate. What level should we play? We'll play... Which is one from the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys...
In the App Store.
Yeah, so yeah, this game is in the App Store. It's $12.99. And the game, gosh, I spent maybe 3 hours playing the game and not even. So it's probably it's $12.99 and the gameplay is at least 8 hours. And this is just for single players. You can play co-op. There's also different game modes. So there's a lot of replayability. Let me just change the volume. Again, like Victor said, this game is, it's pure fun, it's random, it's supposed to be, it's really funny in my honest opinion, and there's a lot of jokes that's thrown around, so don't take it seriously, just enjoy the game. So let's go right into the story, and we're gonna play level 1. You pay good money for this game, and will fact-checked all statements for maximum consumer satisfaction. If you didn't pay good money for this game, your authority knows that too. Darn NSA.
They say nobody walks in the City of Angels, but she had legs that went all the way down to the sidewalk and up the stairs to my office. She rolled inside like the morning fog, moist and mysterious, and a little bit chilly. The one look in her eyes, and I knew things would be heating up fast. I said, "What do I call you?" And she answered,
Cherry Pops?
Something told me it wasn't her real name. Then she started blubbering about some cool cat named Vincent who'd split the scene, leaving Cherry with a broken heart and the kind of deep aching void only a good private can fill. And the closer I got to my client Cherry, the deeper the mystery got. See, Cherry danced at a mobbed-up Sunset Strip joint called the Smoking Barrel, and her boss, Tony, was the one and only son of Don Luciano, capo de tutti, tutti de capi de tutti frutti capo de... What? He was the West Coast Cosa Nostra boss, and she was freaking bad. Sorry, where was I? Oh, right. Anyway, turned out Cherry's massive pendulous skills had come to the attention of Kim Bong and Jim Bong Sik, proprietors of an even shadier LA flesh palace known as the Twin Dragon. So when the Smoking Barrel's top stripper disappeared one night, Tony Luciano knew just where to look.
I'm not sure if he gets caught up.
Don Luciano prized an eye for business above his son Tony's view of the world through the sights of his gun. He'd given him the nightclub to run to get him back on the high road. But Kim Bong Sik had kidnapped my client Cherry Pops, the only human Tony Luciano had ever warmed up to. And Tony couldn't even spell negotiation.
All right, any one of you that speaks a word of English, tell them loopy twins you work for that I'm here for what's mine. Oh, did you hear me? I said, bring me Cherry Pops, or this Desert Eagle's gonna say it louder. 1, 2...
Diplomacy and tolerance weren't numbered in Tony's talents. He liked to shoot first and ask. He just liked to shoot. He wasn't much for questions.
You hear me now?
I use my fingers just like that to aim.
I love my hair, but it's a little inconvenient.
But for Tony, finding Cherry on his own called for stealth and deduction, and all Tony had were a lot of bullets.
To reload?
It's like they built mooks into the walls.
So these yellow things is, if I don't kill him fast enough, for example, it goes full and then I get shot.
Shoot these!
But it's not gonna happen.
Get him! Come on! Hey!
The Twin Dragons' main attraction was their famous mermaid show, but their star girl, Princess Neptuna, had run off with what she hoped was a prince. Anyway, the club was open only to its armed employees while they auditioned a new girl, and the auditions were tanking.
Not great at swimming.
Whoa, whoa. What kind of freaky joint is this? It's ain't natural. All right, you weirdo creeps. I want to see all your gun permits.
And here it goes. And there's a cat over there. I'm not sure if you can see it.
Don't like these damn dogs.
So I can go cover by open my hand like this. You know, it's like to out of cover.
Shoot him in the head. In my sights. You jerks line up to bullets like that.
That was
Getting with the head, damn.
Max Payne stuff.
stops. Jerry! Give me a noise, baby, so I can get to where you are. Now I'm getting steamed.
What's the deal now?
At least this dump has a bar.
What's all deal, man?
You call that service?
What's up with you?
All right, next round's on me.
All headshots.
Well, hello.
He's in my sights!
Yous can give me back what's mine, or I can kill yous one by one.
Come back, bro.
Wet floor sign, huh? Yeah, you'd actually have to clean this place to get it. Wait! Ah, Madonna mia! Ah, Christ. Ain't you heard of a courtesy flush? What are you looking at? Damn it. Oof, smells like steamed vegetables in here.
Crazy! Hey, you crazy, man!
huh? Keep your head up, doll. I got bigger fish to fry right now. No good for you. Bartenders here got a real bad way about them. Ah, that's the ticket. You think yous can stop Tony Luciano? Damn it.
Shoot more balls.
Shoot more balls.
Oh, keep it down, all right?
Never bring
What
back
is this now, a sword fight? Nah, she can't be down here. Cherry's strictly VIP.
Tony was his father's biggest shame. Dim-witted, loudmouthed, and hot-headed. He'd burned every bridge he crossed and a few for his family. But next to the Sick brothers, Tony was an angel from above.
Well, I never went to one of them fancy lifeguard schools, but if you want out, I can get yous out.
You guys see that little lantern with ketchup on its face?
I never should have left politics!
All right then, nice to meet you. They got cabs right on the corner. That looks like where they take the quality roads.
The Sick's true origin was shrouded in mystery, but according to my #1 informant, Jim Bong Sick had a rap sheet full of murder, graft, and theft, while his twin brother Kim Bong was feared from east to west as a killer of young and old and girls.
Oh, so these are the real hard cases, huh? Ah, jeez.
Not a girl.
There you are, Angel.
My client, Cherry Pops, was the very definition of a femme fatale. Feminine and, you know, fatale. The kind of dame who inspired bloodshed and heartbreak, twisting men's hearts till their pockets were empty and their eyes were full of lust. Didn't matter if they were rich, powerful, even dangerous. In the end, they'd all spill their darkest secrets and beg for more.
Tony?
Wow.
You gotta be kidding me.
Whoa!
Poor guy. But thank God you're here, Tony. The Sikh brothers' goons jumped me outside the smoking barrel just before my shift. I thought I'd never escape.
Well, your day's still coming out of your check.
So what's with the hardware? Is something wrong?
Maybe it's something wrong. Ain't you heard the fire and smoke? While you were in here playing Dance Dance Revolution, I had to take out half the Pacific Rim trying to rescue you. Now let's get out of here, sweet pea. We got a sunset to ride on into.
Oh, I only got 6 out of 8 lucky cats. Alright, so that's the end of the first level.
Do you want to play 10 minutes of the second? Since we have 10 minutes.
Sure, why not?
Sneak peek.
Sneak peek to the next level.
93%.
I know.
This way, Tony. There's a secret elevator with the rest of Kimbong's secrets.
Yeah, what kind of secrets?
The expensive kind.
Ah, jeez.
Back here, past the curtain.
If the road that led to my client Cherry was purgatory, she was now leading Tony deep into a hell from which there was no escape. Or probably it was pretty hard.
You know what floor the ambush is on?
This one.
Murdered that guy.
Yeah, well, he started.
Oh, it's like a baby chair.
Which squiggle means exit in Asian?
That's not Asian, Tony. Maybe it's a puzzle.
Ah, they pervert even the most basic things.
Beer. This is...
Where you going?
It moved on its own.
Dennis Rodman
Maybe
was-
Kim wants everybody to look up to him.
Just stay up there. I think whoever's on this floor ain't gonna wish us well.
You don't have to kill them, Tony. He who has not faith in others shall find no faith in them. Lao Tzu said that.
Lao Tzu? Keep cool, baby. I'll try not to shoot him hard.
Ah! Wrong doors, Tony! Turn around! I am overstimulated, Tony. I want to go home.
Baby, you're the first stop. I just need you to get ready to shoot you. All right, we're moving. Stay close to me now. Cherry, you hanging in there?
This is bad news, Tony. I can't even hear.
You're making me upset.
We're not out of here!
Oh, what did I tell you? Stay put.
But they can see me.
They won't. I shot him.
No, them.
Maron. Get on your knees, baby.
Hey, don't talk to me that way.
Baby, I just meant you should duck so they can't get you.
Sorry, Tony. Sorry, Lao Tzu.
Get in!
All right, stay behind me, baby girl.
was sweet on Sherry like he'd never been for anybody else. He never even tried to kill her.
Sorry!
You crazy! He's back! Don't move us.
Oh my god. What? Come on, shoot it. Oh,
This hallway looks kind of familiar.
Now, what about that hallway? Oh, Betty's from heaven.
Benjamin's?
I've been here before.
Benjamin's? Benjamin's?
Not that way, Tony!
Ah, what the hell is this? Monopoly money?
Wow.
What are you doing? That's not even American money!
Hold on a second, babe.
The international crime and business empire of the Brothers Sick included an elaborate counterfeiting operation.
Ha! Mother of God, this is like an actual dream I have repeatedly had. Ladies, I just got here. These guys are ruining my dreams. You okay, Cherry? Shih Tzu guy said. Hey, sweetheart, you know where I can validate my parking?
Tony! The freight elevator!
That's how many of you are there? Get us off this floor, baby. Smash the buttons. Shoot him in the head. So long, Saigon. We're out of here.
Not cool, Tony.
Oh, he's not gonna make it.
Ah, you gotta be kidding me.
Tony was all alone, give or take the 100 armed guys that were closing in on him. But what they didn't know is that Tony, like his namesake, was a tiger. Or I guess maybe a wolf? One of those things you don't want to corner.
We're not even Vietnamese, you lazy creature. We fall pretty racist. Whoa, shut up. He's in there? Yes, all alone and no one else. Except our guns and all our bullets. I also shoot you myself. Now,
Jesus.
Well, we can smoke them out. You want to get fire to the armory? We can stop them. Come on, say something.
Forget about it. I'll go through the walls. this room again? Didn't I kill yous already? I ain't got time for all of this. Now yous get dead and stay dead all the way. Again with the hair, dead.
Easy mode.
Yeah, this freaking dragon's a real safety hazard. Couple of bullets and it could fall and hurt somebody. Like this. That's one, probably two more rounds and it's raining. Who's got no respect for marksmanship?
The mother of all dragons. It's like the Game of Thrones. Tony had crossed the Dothraki Sea and now you...
Dorakis.
Cold. Been a few years since I wrote it. Yeah, look at me. I'm Cirque du Soleil over here. Oh, Maro. Not for nothing, but this is a hell of a game.
What's all the hell, man?
You said you'd take me home!
Jerry, thank Christ. Ah, jeez. Stay close to me, sweet pea. I don't want to lose you again.
Relax, Mom. That's the exit right there. Just put away all the guns before you get me arrested.
Kimbong 6,
Tony!
the wrath of the
Tony!
Pacific Rim, the nuclear nub of LA's criminal underworld. According to legend, he was an 11th degree black belt in operating Thetan, one part eagle, one part...
Who's ever's in here, just shoot yourself and save us all some agit already.
It's Kim Seek. He's really fast. Tony, look out. He's got a toy or something.
There are no savings here for you.
Oh, I'm so jumping on your face right now.
I was born on a lost cabin, deep in a secret place on the most sacred Baitu Mountain.
Get the guinea! Get the guinea! It's you, man!
On that day, a bright new star lit up the sky, and rainbows appeared.
Say goodbye to my mother.
Also, and there is a hamburger.
It might be nice to have bullets in this gun. Give me a second to reload. I'm gonna put a hole in your head.
Hence will thou lift up Olympus, then fall Kimboxic.
Let's just go home, baby.
I forgive you. Look out, Tony! He's still alive!
Father, we were pioneers in the fusion of song and dance.
Ah, Jesus.
Oh! So I leave you softly, long before you miss me.
Oh, enough! I will pay you to die.
Ow! My brother will avenge everything.
Goddamn Ubat sicko pricks.
My brother,
Wasting my time.
Jin.
What, you think I got nothing better to do? Dragging my day? I must have lost $1,000 just on bullets already. Well, I guess it could always be worse, right?
It can, and it will, Tony. Welcome to the first day of the worst day. Welcome to the... You're in for it, Tony.
Alright, so, I guess we ended there. This is the interview. Well, I started off as an interview with Victor at Blue Estate, and I hope you guys liked our demo of Blue Estate. Please check it out on our app store. It's $12.99, and that was 2 levels, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's like, I think 7 or 8 levels, something like that. Yeah, with many different modes. As you can see, I unlocked it in arcade mode, and you can also play this in co-op mode as well. So please do check it out, and I hope to see you guys next time. Ciao.